I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a ride.
All right, we have the brand new C8 ZR1 here.
All right, Yuri, so everyone probably wants to know about the engine and the horsepower and torque on this car.
Before we get to it, we want you to guess in the comments below, what is the horsepower?
And if you're wrong, you have to subscribe. Okay, my guess is 850 horsepower.
My guess is over 900.
Okay, so we don't actually know, but we do have the executive chief engineer here, Taj Yukter, or Jukter, sorry for butchering that.
Okay.
Our friend Taj.
But before you say it, I gotta yell something first. We gotta go, horsepower and torque.
All right, Taj.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it's for you.
Okay. Well, we've just done the SAE rating, the SAE procedure, so this is official.
This is real. This is not a dyno jet number.
And these are real American horses. These are horses that are legit. And you guys know, people dyno check our cars. We produce what we say we produce. The final horsepower number for the ZR1 is 1,064 horsepower.
Wow.
Holy crap, how much torque?
828 foot-pounds of torque. And it's about 800 foot-pounds of torque all the way from 3,000 to 7,000 RPM. The thing pulls like a mad bull.
And what is
towards Redline.
What is the engine?
The engine is the LT7
Twin
turbo 5.5 liter engine, flat plane crankshaft, and it rocks. It rocks all the way to 8,000 RPM, so for a turbo motor of this displacement, it's a spinner.
Wow. All right, so you blew that out of the water.
Yeah, we missed. We were way
Yeah,
off.
well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wow, what an accomplishment.
You'll love driving it.
All right, so in this video, we're going to go for a ride along, so let's put a little clip of that right now.
Tails, I go, heads, you go. Where is it?
So Yuri just won the coin toss, and he gets to do the high-speed run. We don't know how fast he's going to go. I don't think I get to go because there's no time for two people, so Yuri gets the top speed run. Yuri, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to hit 200 miles an hour passenger.
Hell yeah.
It's here.
like that. All right, so Yuri's getting Hans'd up. He's got a race suit on. Look at that Chevy.
How do I pump my...
Yeah, fit good? All right, Yuri, the only job is not to die, okay?
Don't say that. Oh.
Bro, you ready?
Let's go. This is my first 1,000 horsepower car. I'm ready.
All right, 1,000 horsepower. Yuri in the passenger seat. Aaron driving. Aaron Link from Cadillac from Chevrolet Performance Engineer. And let's go, Yuri. How fast do you think you're gonna go?
Let's hope 200 miles an hour.
I'm hoping for 200 as well, but I don't know if we're gonna top that. Like maybe 210, 220.
I'm just happy.
200 miles an hour is 320 kilometers per hour, which is crazy.
Fastest I ever got in a car was 250.
All right,
and I was
we're gonna beat that today. Aaron,
what you were doing.
Good luck. And if I don't see you again, I own the channel. I'm just kidding. Have fun.
Is it recording or no?
All right, Yuri's going off in the ZR1. Let's go.
All right, so we're gonna roll in from 20 miles an hour.
Holy crap! Oh my god! Everything's moving so fast! 150 miles an hour! Oh my god, it's still going! It's still going! Once I subscribe for 200! 180, 190! Holy crap! 197, 199! 200! That's fast, man. It was like moving a little bit, but it felt like it was like rock solid. 206.
Pretty easy. I can just lift and coast here, you know, there's no drama breaking into it. It's pretty easy. So that was the top speed of the day, 207.
207?
Yeah.
That was the top speed of the day?
Yeah, we gave you that one.
Woo!
This turn's kind of interesting here. Just the return turn, but about 20-degree banking probably. It's kind of a neat feeling of getting sucked out in there.
It's crazy that you're doing 100 miles an hour into
yeah,
that.
It doesn't feel like it, right?
No.
How was that?
I hold the new passenger record.
Oh, hell yeah.
207 miles per hour.
No way. Yes, how
This thing
was that?
So stable, but it was like moving a bit, but it felt stable, but I was scared. But I also like took my eyes up. It was intense. This is scary. It was really scary.
Did it like just pull, did it get faster by gear?
I don't know. It was just it was like hard to tell because everything was the same. You
Wild.
you just look at that and you're like, it keeps going higher. I guess we had to keep going faster.
Did it just keep getting faster and faster the whole
It started
time?
slowing down once you got to like 207. He said the fastest he's gone is 215.
Ah,
But you know,
all right.
207's all
Yeah,
right.
Good job.
All right, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, well, I hope you like that track driving. Make sure you subscribe to catch more Corvette content coming up. So again, this is only rear wheel drive, no hybrid assist, normal turbos. We got yellow, which I think is the hero color. And
it is yellow. That's right.
and we have a gigantic wing on the back.
Okay, so Yuri, there's packages for this vehicle. So this is the ZTK package, which is the track package.
Because the TK stands for Track King.
Yeah, because look at this wing. But Yuri's got a fun fact about this wing and all the Aero, where you don't actually have to get the full crazy package.
You can get all the Aero on the standard chassis, so you don't have to have the crazier suspension and the stickier tires. And then on both of these, you don't have a frunk anymore. You've got this cool hood vent.
Yes, and fun fact about the standard chassis and the suspension is it's actually softer than the Z06 in terms of ride frequency and all that fun stuff.
Because I guess this is still made for the road, not exclusively a track car.
Yeah, they want people to drive this on the road, which makes total sense, given the over 1,000 horsepower that we just found out about. But these guys are crazy, and I love them for it. And the split window. This is a big deal.
Yes, old Corvettes had that.
Yes.
And this one has it again. And this comes in convertible and hardtop. And the convertible does not have a split window design.
Speaking of convertibles, this is the convertible ZR1.
As you can see, no split window design, but you know, it's a convertible, so it's got to be that.
And smaller wing, no ZTK package over here.
I kind of like the ZTK. I kind of like the ZTK a lot. And then you can see we got our lighter wheels, which I think look fantastic.
And they are also forged. I really like the design of these wheels.
It's cool that we have a non-blackout badge on this, which is nice.
Yeah, I really like that as well.
But I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool to color match those side fender wing things.
And it's not really coming through on camera because of the lighting, but this is apparently a purple color. It's very metallic-y, purpley blue.
I think it's cool. A lot of pop in there.
Yeah.
But you know, blue's not my favorite color, so whatever. But this is purple then. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
exactly. It's barely blue.
And then since this is the ZR1, you are not able to color match this to the bumper like you can on an E-Ray.
Ah.
But I'm sure somebody will do that on their own. I don't know if it'll look good or not, or you should. But you know, are you a little disappointed that the front bumper's the same?
Not really.
I'm a little disappointed.
Like, I mean,
I think that last ZR1 bumper was so cool.
I think it really helps with the dive planes.
I'm sure it makes it a better car, but I
Yes.
like the silly looks of the last ZR1.
I get it. And Yuri, correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't have Taj with us right now. This is a convertible. Is this the world's highest horsepower convertible?
I'm sure.
Maybe it's Koenigsegg or something.
I'm sure
technically.
some weird Norwegian company has.
Or Swedish company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I think of it a little bit more. Oh, and you can't see the engine on this one because it's a convertible, so it's not a split window, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm
the
sure
engine is
I'm
in
sure
the,
there's a mode where it pops up. Remember, you can look inside.
and they added the glass to the C7 so you can see it. So
Or was that McLaren?
let's see. Can we pop this? Where's the? Oh, here we go. This is just this section. Okay, so this is for your golf clubs right here.
Yeah, it can still fit golf clubs, which is wild.
Yeah.
They're going to be hot golf clubs. They're going to be real hot golf clubs.
Real hot. And it's slow close. Interior, this is a different spec. This is definitely like a, let's call it an older person spec.
Yeah, old man spec for sure. No doubt about it.
A distinguished older gentleman spec. But we do still have a lot of cool stuff. The funny thing is seeing this party stripe in this color.
In tan.
Yeah. But look at that interior. Pretty standard. The seats, I believe, are the exact same as in the Z06, and there are two different options for seats. These are clearly the slightly more comfortable ones.
And you'll notice that we have a lot less of the Aero stuff popping out right here.
Oh yeah, it is definitely a lower lip than it is on the ZTK package.
A slightly more mature look.
Yeah,
All right, back to the yellow one.
let's go. How do we pop this so we could get into the trunk? Can you still fit golf clubs in here? Yeah. Oh my God, you can still. Okay, so you gotta load the golf club. Oh my.
Normal trunk.
Wow.
Fit a body in.
What's your favorite type of golf club?
It's gotta be, what's that one?
Costco?
Kirkland?
Yeah.
Kirkland Signature?
All right, let's go Kirkland.
Yeah, okay, so the engine's in the back over here.
Who built this one?
David can't read his last name.
David.
Boyer?
Shout out David. I like the blue engine cover.
Yeah, so the intake manifold is completely different. I don't know, Taj, you want to speak on that intake manifold, because you'll know way better than we will.
Well, it's way different than a Z06. A Z06 naturally aspirated, you actually use internal valves. You know, the air is coming in at atmospheric pressure, basically, slightly below, and you use a bunch of valves in there to create sound waves, standing waves that affect forced compression, forced entry into the cylinder. So now we have forced induction. Now we have, you know, an atmosphere and a half of pressure in addition to the regular pressure of the atmosphere pushing in. So you don't need all that trickery. What you need is a simple flow path, and that's what we have. Very small, tight range between the turbos, pushing air into the intake manifold. We keep the engine completely separated, left and right hand bank, so it's kind of treated as two 4-cylinders. And so we just have the straightest, simplest path straight into the cylinder ports.
And you mentioned two 4-cylinders. Does this still have cylinder deactivation to go into
This
4-cylinders?
does not.
Okay,
This
so
does not.
there's no
All
V4
8
mode?
at all times.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
Heck
well,
yeah.
it does have a V4 mode, and the V4 mode is
No.
on your T-shirt.
This
This makes twice as much power as the LS7.
Yes.
The
So
little line 4 on each side makes more power than the entire LS7, not dissing the
you can diss it. It's
LS7.
fine.
I bought one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of my favorite cars of all time. I
Mine
bought a
too.
yellow one just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Taj has the same
I
one.
have the same one.
Yes.
But anyway.
Yeah, this is just modern. Yes, this is wild.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so basically you squeezed as much engine as you could in there. That's why you have that 1,000, was it 64 horsepower?
1064, yes.
All right.
It wasn't a target set ahead of time because who would have thought of that?
You're just trying to maximize the most that you could possibly get out of this
Most
thing.
we could do, the best hardware, everything pushed to the limit, and that's what it turned out to be.
So you bested Dodge with the Demon 170 on E85, because on regular pump gas it only had 900, and you guys are at 1064 on pump gas, which is crazy.
No trickery at all. Buy the car from your Chevy store, drive to the gas station, fill it up.
He said you're allowed to buy one from your Chevy store, Jacob.
Okay, we have to buy one.
Are we allowed to buy one for our YouTube channel?
Well, I don't know what you guys in particular.
All right, so if you're shopping for one of these, go to tsp.truecar.com. Discounted price offers, maybe.
Won't be discounts.
No, it probably not.
Okay, some more cool stuff that I noticed. So we've got a different one of these side blades. What do you call these?
Side blades?
There's
Everybody's
special
got their
word?
own name for it. You know, it's an integrated door handle, quarter inlet. Some people called it the wishbone. Some people call it the boomerang. It's shaped
Yeah,
like
okay.
a boomerang. So we got a bunch of.
So now we have brake cooling built in. You can
Yes.
only get these in carbon fiber. You can't color match them on the ZR1, not ZR1, right? It's a ZR1.
Either works.
We're in America.
America. And you know what doesn't work is England, because they don't have these in Europe. It's just America and Middle East. So
Yeah.
it is a Z.
Shout out Canada, and is Mexico? Mexico is part of.
It's North America.
All right. Shout out Mexico as well.
And then we also have a scoop here
Is
for
this for the
cold
engine?
air, yes, to the engine.
Okay, and then we've got some scoops in the front as well. Let's get into all.
Car consists of scoops.
Yes.
Yeah. So first thing I noticed about the front end is the grille in the bumper isn't really different from the Z06, because I remember the last ZR1 looked pretty wacky compared to their Z06.
Are these canards are also unique to the
Dive
Z-
planes.
dive planes?
Dive
sorry.
planes.
With the ZTK.
You
Yes.
get in a lot of trouble in the comments for calling dive planes canards and canards dive planes.
Yes.
And then
And is
since
this a gurney or a wicker?
I never even
it's on
heard
the
the word
front.
wicker
Audience will
before.
tell us.
I don't know if they will. I've never seen one on the front of a car.
So, you
it's
know-
usually on the back.
He explained it to me, the Aero guy. So this is here to build a bubble behind here, which helps suck more air out of here faster.
It does two things. It builds a compressed air bubble here, which helps push the front down. So high pressure on this side, low pressure on this side. That's what you want to draw that hot air out.
That makes sense. Is this poppable?
There's a button
I
in
would
there.
imagine.
So this is a pre-production finish. Don't worry about the finish, but this is what it looks like, which it will look similar.
Ductwork. It's just flow paths. It's
Yeah.
no longer a front trunk.
So I can't store my helmet in here.
Luggage,
gloves.
luggage storage is ill-advised. Yeah.
You would damage the heat exchanger.
Yes.
You don't want to do that.
So
And
what
you
is
bake your?
what is this particular heat exchanger for? Is this for turbos? Is this
it's
for
actually a sandwich.
Okay.
What you're seeing here is actually a radiator, conventional radiator for the engine, cooling engine. Forward of that is the beachfront real estate of the entire car. So if you look at a race car, you put your most important cooling function front and center.
Yep.
And so the forward one is actually produces the cold water for the intercoolers.
Okay.
So that coldest area of the car is plumbed all the way back. It goes through those charge air coolers on either side of the engine so that the air, after it's compressed, and when it's compressed it gets really hot.
Yep.
You run it through those two bricks with the cold air, water coming out of here. That takes the intake charge down. It's cooler, it's denser, more power in the engine.
Right, okay. That does make some sense. As much as I can make out of that. Sorry. What other types of coolers and radiators do we have up front?
When you look at the rolling chassis out there, if you stripped off all the body panels, you would effectively see nothing but heat exchangers all the way across, and 2 deep and 3 deep, all the way across there. So we've used every part of this frontal area to help cool the car. All sorts of different, I think there's 15 heat exchangers on the whole car.
Yep.
All the different fluids that we have to, and the air intake, everything has to be cooled down. So if you just look at heat exchangers themselves, 15 total.
Okay, that is quite a bit.
That's a lot.
So what's the coolant in liters or gallons or?
Oh, total nothing.
It's probably a lot.
No, I don't know.
All right.
But it does. There's a lot of fluids in this car.
Yeah.
It's plumbed all the way from the front to the back.
What's your proudest thing on this car? Is it the horsepower number, or is it just the whole package?
It's a pretty proud vehicle. Like we've said, it's not actually done yet.
Right.
So I'm not sure.
Okay.
We know we've done the engine, but there's a lot of polishing of this diamond that still needs to go on. So, and the great thing about cars these days, a lot of it's software driven, and so we can keep making it better until start of production and even after.
Right.
We've been known to reflash better software, better calibrations, while the car is on a car hauler on the way to the dealer.
Wow. Okay.
So you keep getting better all the way until you hand the keys
Yeah.
to the customer.
You might be able to download more horsepower later, is what you're saying?
Unlikely.
That's okay. I think we have enough.
It will be, most people will find it adequate.
And you guys will be testing this at various famous tracks. You've already done some testing at the Nürburgring. There's no official time yet. There might not be. That's fine. But you guys are testing it all over.
Track times that demonstrate the capability of the car. We'll also do media events. You guys might get an invite.
Oh, maybe.
Where you get to experience it yourself and be able to get a real visceral sense of what this car is like.
Cool. This is crazy.
What spec are you ordering yours in, and which color?
I bought this car right here in yellow, so yellow would be my choice in this car.
All right. Can you get a heritage yellow for yourself, like this old yellow on this?
I cannot. Neither can anyone else.
And are you going standard or are you going track king?
I'd go the tweener, base chassis, big wing, big Aero.
I think that's my favorite spec too.
Yeah.
Just
when you get in the car, if you're going to use it as a somewhat daily driver, it's still super track capable. It's still a track car.
Yeah.
But to just make it that much more livable, if you're going to have somebody in the passenger seat who might object to both your style of driving and the ride quality and all those things, you'd probably be better off with the slightly more relaxed suspension.
Yep, I'm with you on that.
Hey Jacob, I noticed that the rear end looks exactly like the Z06, so I think it actually is the same bumper, but what if we listen to it
from the outside?
Okay, so we got carbon fiber wheels as well. These are a pretty intricate design.
But these are an option on this package. You don't actually have to get these if you get the whole package with the Aero.
Yeah, but it says carbon ceramic here on the brakes too. We got carbon ceramic brakes. I really like the look of these wheels. I don't know if I'd get them in carbon. Do we have lighter colors for the wheels? Maybe.
I don't know.
I think the standard wheels look pretty cool.
Yeah, you can get them in different colors.
I think there's 4 finishes. You see the blue and the black out here, then you get the lighter colors also.
Yeah, I'd go for the lighter colors, obviously, because I like my lighter wheels. And what is the Continental recommended tire if you have a yellow Corvette?
Well, Yuri, if I turn the camera on myself with my yellow Corvette, I've got the Continental Extreme Contact Force on mine.
And now some more important questions. Do the visors extend?
Oh.
It's the same visor.
It's
the same visors?
Well, lucky.
We still have to check.
Lucky for me, I have bad memory. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Ow!
Good job. Thank you, Taj.
Okay, we can still take the roof off, but we're not going to do that right now.
And there is also a convertible version of this, which this also has a carbon roof.
And it's got a little pattern that kind of lines up with this, which I think is different, which is cool and goes with the split window thing.
Yeah.
So looking at this interior, we have a ton of carbon fiber and it's super glossy, and the older I get, the more I like glossy carbon fiber interiors, and I'm really liking this. We got glossy carbon fiber paddles. We see ZR1 on the steering wheel, the yellow stripe at the top, which is like right in there. You don't even feel it. That looks super awesome as well.
Yeah, the carbon paddles are a pretty cool touch. Carbon gauge bezel as well.
I think we do have some special stitching for the ZR1. And in the infotainment, everything is pretty much the same, except there is a new boost gauge for the ZR1, which we will experience soon, I think.
Yes. What's peak boost on this? We didn't actually ask that.
Steady state, it's around 20 psi. That's why I said it's like an atmosphere and a half.
20 psi.
Yeah, but it can overboost in certain conditions, like if it's really hot.
Okay.
It can overly compress the air and get into the 20s. But if you're looking at the boost gauge, you'll see it ping out about 20.
Okay. So that's where you found like the safe level for horsepower and
Durability,
and
yes.
all that. So you guys have had it higher than
Emissions
that.
also. Yes, well, on the
Yes.
explore everything.
Of course, yes. So you've probably had some pretty high numbers that don't make it to production.
We explore everything.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Of course, they have to.
Okay, do we have a price on it, or a ballpark price, or are you allowed to say, or?
We will have a price when we post the video,
Oh.
but we don't have it right now. So we're gonna flash it up on the screen right now.
Jacob, what's your guess? I'm thinking in Canadian, let's go 300,000 to start, 270 to start.
I think 250 to start, 225 to start for the base one, and like tops out at maybe 315
Before tax.
before tax, of course, and before dealers and all
You guys
that.
are committed now.
All right, so we got to order one for that price, right, Erie?
I'll go with, as long as it's yellow.
Yeah,
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
yellow.
allow it as
Yeah.
the Straight Pipes accountant.
And they also had a bunch of fun facts about the turbine, the speed, the temperature of everything. Everything was basically this is like NASA re-entry speeds for the turbine.
The
of
turbine
turbo.
goes Mach 1.7 and reaches temperatures of 2/3 that of the panels
NASA's-
when re-entering the atmosphere.
So it is. I asked if it was like an Inconel because that's like the highest temperature thing I've heard of before. They said it was a thing called MAR, which is even higher temperature. So that's as wild as this thing gets in terms of the engine development.
And hey, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, until we drive this thing. Oh, transmission. So the transmission has
It's a 6-speed manual with 3 pedals.
Yes, it's a T56 from 2006. No, it's not. So it's the standard 8-speed dual clutch, but it has been beefed up to handle the torque. So it's same gear ratios, but it's just everything's been beefed up inside to handle all that torque. And with that, I think that's it.
All right, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and
And it is rear-wheel drive only. It is not all-wheel drive. There's no hybrid assist. The only battery is a 12-volt battery, as far as I know. So, all right, so 12-volt battery, no hybrid, no nothing here. I don't know if there's room for that for a front axle for a different car. I'm not really sure about that yet, but there's nothing from there.
yeah, what are the specs on the Zora? Just kidding.
What are you talking about?
Why'd he laugh?
Empty studio.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you soon when we get to drive it, probably in a year and a bit.
Maybe.
Less than a year.
It'll be like
Less than a year.
All right.